Adrienne Arpel has some great sweater fashions to show you this winter, and if cold weather hurts your feet, we'll find out how to protect them.
Plus, the king of high fashion photography, Scavullo, tells us his tricks for taking the perfect picture.
Also, Saturday Night Live's Wacky Martin Short will be here live, and plus All My Children's Yvonne Caldwell, and some fast and easy hors d'oeuvres for you to make for your parties this holiday season. All of it coming up right now on The Morning Show. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday, December 7th, 1984. Nice to see all of you this morning on this cold, crisp December morning.
Is that? Like New York in the wintertime.
It's going to get colder than this even.
It is?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it snowed 8 inches in my home state.
Is that right?
Yesterday, Oklahoma. Here I'm in New York. It was gorgeous walking around. It snowed 8 inches.
Right. Yeah, see how lucky you are to be
I
here?
know. Tickled to death.
Well, we want to welcome the gang from Marist College here. Thank you very much for joining us. And they're all from the communications class up there at Marist College. They all want careers in front of the camera.
We don't know why.
And after this show, we're going to end all of their dreams right here. All right, coming up on our show, one of my favorites from Saturday Night Live, Martin Short, one of the most inventive, imaginative young comedians we have. Plus, the great Scavullo will talk about his fashion photography, and we'll tell you how to make those fast and easy holiday hors d'oeuvres.
Plus, All My Children's, Yvonne Caldwell, and Adrienne Arpel is here, and she's going to show us a great sweater fashion show. Katie Kelly is here to review the new movie City Heat, which premiered last night.
Yeah.
And plus, we'll show you the best way to keep your feet warm and dry this winter.
And next coming up will be Martin Short from Saturday Night Live. Stay with us.
Come back again and don't gobble that.
Let me get you ready now for Martin Short. As I said, one of the most inventive, creative young comedians we have on television today. You see him every Saturday night on Saturday Night Live. Here's one of his characters, hot dog vendor Nelson Hepburn, a cousin of Katharine Hepburn. Martin Short in action, Saturday Night Live. You know, he's absolutely brilliant. He really is. And when Saturday Night debuted this season, we talked the next day about him and about that show. I really think he's terrific, and he's probably going to be the next star to come out of Saturday Night Live. I mean, the next big star in show business. And here, ladies and gentlemen, Martin Short. Hi, Marty. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Come on here.
How do we do it?
We're going to show you some more of what he does on Saturday Night Live, but it's nice to have you here on the show.
Nice to be here.
And nice to finally meet you, too.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Toronto,
Oh, you're
Ontario,
from Canada,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
And you worked up there in television?
Yeah, I did SCTV for 3 years.
Uh-huh.
Before that, I'd done some series in the States. I'd done a series called The Associates for ABC.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Right.
I did I'm a Big Girl Now, ABC.
Canceled.
Sure. SCTV canceled.
So now you're working on Saturday Night Live, huh?
And let's not even project what that's going to be.
Tell me about your schedule there. What happens? Let's take it week by week.
Oh,
Okay, you finished on Saturday night. Show is done.
Show is done. You go to your dressing room. You have a good 10, 15-minute weep. Then you go to the Saturday Night Live party.
Uh-huh. Is there a party every Saturday night?
Every Saturday night. It's a tradition.
Whether the show is good or bad, win or lose, we have a party.
You go to that party. And if the show's bad enough, you drink on the way to the party. And then you get up late on Sunday, and that's your day off.
Right.
And around Sunday at 7, you start, thinking
about the
week.
upcoming week.
Oh, yes.
Do you have any idea at that point what it's going to be like, what the characters are, what the skits
I
are?
don't have much of an idea even by the time the show comes.
So then Monday you go in.
Monday you go in, at noon you meet the host. This week it's Ringo Starr. That's pretty exciting, yeah, isn't that great?
And how is Ringo?
Ringo is great.
Looks good, huh?
He looks fabulous, yeah, and he's very funny,
Yeah.
very charming, and you meet Ringo, and then you have a cast meeting, and then you have 2 days. I mean, the hourglass is starting to drain. And you have a read-through of the material that will be on the show at Wednesday at noon, and that goes for about 3 hours, and the show is selected by Wednesday at 6
So any changes you want to make, any lines you want to add, had better be in there by Wednesday.
Well, no, you have a couple of days to tinker, but the basic bulk of the show, what the scenes are, the sets have to be ordered. I mean, it's live. So.
But these characters that you have added, I mean, did you tell everybody on that staff what you could do, what you could contribute?
Well, I think they were aware of my work from SCTV, which was a lot of character work, but certainly every week is an adventure into finding new stuff to do.
Well, you know, I'm, I guess, the only guy in town that didn't see SCTV. I mean, for some reason, it just got by me. You know how sometimes the show gets by you?
One of the reasons it was on 12:30 to 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's maybe one of the reasons why it got by me.
Yeah, I only saw a couple of them.
But, Martin, on the opening show of Saturday Night Live, you came in and you played a game show contestant. I hope you saw that one. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. The way the hair was, the way he carried on.
You're referring to Ed Grimley, I suppose, I must say.
Yes, that's him. And this guy wanted to meet with all his heart Pat Sajak.
Yeah.
I mean, you were Pat Sajak group.
Because he seems like a decent enough guy, I suppose.
That's right. So here is an NBC talent coordinator, one of those guys who puts together a game show, who's on the ledge of the window, wants to jump off and kill himself because he's sick and tired of meeting guys just like
Ed Grimley.
And in comes one last contestant for
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yes.
Yes.
And what a guy you were, too. Shall we take a look at him in action right now? Okay. Plus the synchronized swimming bit, which is absolutely beautiful to watch. Oh, I love him.
That's Harry Shearer
Yes, of course.
on the left.
A beautiful piece of business there.
There you go.
It must have taken you quite a while to get all the movements worked out, huh?
It was funny because we had to go to the YMCA to rehearse 2 nights before we filmed this, and we got up the pool privately, and the manager said, "I would like to sit and observe, if you don't mind." And we kind of, sure, and we had to then go through the routines without explaining. No questions asked.
But you see, the little touches that you use, you know, the stuff on your nose, and the cap, and the life preserver, as you're standing there, is really funny stuff.
Well, it's called cheap props.
That's right. But they work. They're great. Listen, I'm expecting great things from you, Mark. I
Oh,
really
thank
am.
you. It's my pleasure to be here.
It's a lot of fun watching that show, and you and all the guys and gals on it make it just great.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to have you in
Nice
town
to be here.
Good luck. Martin Short from Saturday Night Live. Scavullo is next, and we'll be right back with him in a moment. In Jacksonville, Florida, just about warmer here, wasn't it?
A little bit, yeah, well, around the area. It was 28 in White Plains, 26 in Newark, yeah, 31 in Bridgeport. It's that Christmassy time of year. It got down into the 20s in Georgia, got down to the 30s in Texas. It was 2 degrees in much of Indiana. So this is a spate of cold weather that's not at all uncommon.
But out in Montana, the Chinook winds, is it?
Yeah, it's a
heated it
warming
up
wind.
into 60.
How'd you know about the Chinook winds?
Willard Scott told me that this morning.
Sorry, I could have
There
sworn.
is another weatherman in town, you know what I mean?
I could have sworn you said Willard Scott.
I just happened to have it on, and there he
Yeah.
was telling me about those warm winds. You got the windblown look today, speaking
Yeah, I kind of
wind.
liked it. You know what I mean? I went by makeup and everything, and they said, "You need some help." I said, "Yeah, I'm beyond it." But you know what? There's so few hairs up there. I kind of like it when
Well,
they
it's
hang
very
down like that.
becoming.
Well, thanks a lot. I kind of like it.
Remember Brando playing Napoleon?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Huh? That's it.
wait the Elba.
Can we have the weather, please?
Okay.
Why don't you do the weather like Brando?
No, because I'd be real embarrassed. I get embarrassed after I do a few seconds of an impersonation.
And I don't blame you, judging from the response there.
You could have a Howard Cosell off.
Hello, everybody from Soldier Field, Chicago.
And the New York skyline rises majestically in the distance. Let's check some temperatures on the street.
Hey, okay, very good. Let's see it.
Well, that meteorological prognostication shows us that the temperature... Oh, no, I can't get out of it. I can't get out of it.
Can't stop.
There you see temperatures get around 20s and 30s. Kind of spiffy.
We got a gang from Poughkeepsie, Marist College, with us today. 24 degrees up there.
Yeah. I can see why you came farther south. It's cold in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
How come you're not in school?
They're really a verbal bunch, aren't they?
Yeah, they kind of
I said to them earlier, any questions so far? And they said,
into the 30s, maybe in some of the northern and western and colder suburbs and places beautiful such as Poughkeepsie. The temperature will rise only into the upper 20s, maybe. I mean, in some places.
And what's the temperature going to be in Atlantic City tonight?
Atlantic City,
Around
what?
10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock.
Hot.
37 degrees. 10 o'clock tonight, Atlantic City.
Sounds cold to me.
Well, that's outdoors. It's going to be 110 inside.
Somebody's sweating like it is 110.
Well, it's going to kind of warm up over the weekend. I mean, or be milder, okay?
Good.
And
Great.
not a threat, at least at the moment, of some precipitation.
All right. Well,
Good luck tonight. Break a leg, as
thanks
they say.
very much, Aaron. Speaking of heat, we have a review now of City Heat, the new Burt Reynolds, Clint Eastwood movie. Katie Kelly is next.
I love the dialogue. It's my favorite
Yeah,
part.
really.
Just like our audience today.
Katie Kelly's here, as everybody can see, and things are hot here and hot
Woo,
there, and
yes.
going to be hot in Atlantic City, and you're going to tell us about City Heat.
Oh, we got a hot new movie.
Yeah.
We have Clint and Burt. Can you believe
Ooh.
it? Together again for the first time.
I like that.
It's City Heat, and they play two cops. Clint plays a cop on the force, and Burt plays an ex-cop who's now a private cop. And they used to be partners, but now they are barely friends. So they reluctantly team up to go out and get a whole bunch of bad guys. But here, there's a big fight. Well, Burt fights. Clint watches.
Lieutenant, aren't you going to do anything?
How about a refill? You can take care of yourself. I'm not disturbing you, am I? I got a situation here. You back? What are you talking at?
Oh.
They just thought that was a 1930s cop sitting there. That was Dirty Harry.
Really mean.
Obviously, this movie's funny. Also,
Very funny.
Richard Benjamin directed it. I couldn't begin to tell you what it's about. I couldn't follow this plot
Really?
if I had a road map and a dog. I had no
Is it
idea.
slapstick?
Yeah, but I didn't know what was going on in the movie. And it gets a little noisy sometimes. I mean, the fight scenes don't have to go on quite so long, but it is funny because what these two guys are doing is sort of a self-parody of themselves.
Oh.
Burt is kind of the bumbling guy, and Clint Eastwood is hysterical. He pulls little stuff like this, all deadpan, and then all of a sudden something will happen. The eyebrow will go up, the Dirty Harry gun will come out, and,
Isn't that
and he's on
great?
his way. And it's very, very funny.
Out of character. Any bow ties for this one?
How about giving this one on the magical 1 to 5
I
bow
mean, we're
tie
talking
rating
about
scale?
two big stars here.
Oh yeah, and a lot of laughs. Let's see, what will we give it? Will we give it 3.5? I think, yeah,
Whoa.
because it was a lot of fun.
Recommended that.
A lot of fun. Tony LoBianco's in it, Jane Alexander's in it, Rip Torn, Madeline Kahn.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It sounds like a hot movie.
Hot movie.
And coming up, we're going to have a hot, fabulous sweater fashion show with Adrian Arpel, and still to come, winter foot care.
Sweaters.
Monday on the morning show, Playgirl's Man of the Year and the hottest hairdos of the holiday season.
Plus, Recipe Rally winner number 3, and how to buy jewelry without being ripped off, and how to solve your sleeping problems.
And on New York Style this afternoon, the Scoop on the Slopes, Dorothy Lucy with Phil Mayer.
And actor Keir DeLay about his movie 2010.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way, old-timer. I'm coming down there to save you tonight.
Break a leg,
Don Rickles,
Reed.
Regis Hogan Resorts.
Break a leg.
I'm coming down there to help you. Have a nice
Bye-bye,
weekend, everybody.
Bye-bye. Set furnishings and clothing furnished by Gimbal.